Roman Abramovich's frozen Chelsea money could start to reach victims of the war in Ukraine as early as next month. The £2.35 billion is still in the bank account of Abramovich's company, which has been frozen since April. And Manchester United can secure their place in the Premier League's top four with a point at home to Chelsea tonight. Live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Erik Ten Hag is proud of their achievements this season, but says the competition in the Premier League is only getting tougher.
There are many more teams in the Premier League who are really strong. Talking about Aston Villa, talking about Brighton, talking about Brentford now. I think there are many more teams who are really strong and tough. And it's not only those top six clubs.
I like that from Erik Ten Hag.
He's right,
looking beyond the traditional top six.
He's right, though,
yeah?
Because I said it yesterday, if a team like Spurs, if Harry Kane left, they could be like bottom half of the table. I really do next season. If Harry Kane left, I don't think Spurs are top 10. I just think Brighton are going to be there again next season. Brentford, hopefully they invest a little bit and then bring in some players. Aston Villa will for sure be there again. Fulham probably will get a few decent signings in. They've had an outstanding season. Chelsea are going to get better. So you're not guaranteed now to just finish in the top six.
Oh no, the challenge is there. Absolutely.
It's the hardest I've ever seen to get into the top six now.
When you look at the title race, obviously Man City now have won the title. Arsenal pushed them as far as they could have pushed them. And this was a tremendous season overall for Arsenal. But who do you think is the biggest threat to City next season then?
I sat down and thought about this yesterday, and I'm looking at the teams, I'm looking at players they've been linked with, and I'm still like, none of them. Honestly, Natalie, I'm looking at it, I'm like, Newcastle will improve as well. They will sign some good players in the Champions League. Yeah. Manchester United, fingers crossed, will sign a couple of players, but we don't know what funds they're going to have available with the owners that they've got. Liverpool, McAllister, can they get another couple of players in? They've got to improve, of course. Arsenal, Declan Rice, looks like it's going to happen. They're going to be stronger. Chelsea, they get Pochettino in. Surely he's got to do better than what they've done with them players this season. And I just look at them teams and I'm thinking, still, Manchester United are like the finished article. They've got two teams. Manchester City don't have to spend a penny in the summer for me, and they'll still win the league next season. They're the complete side, the complete bench, and other teams, they're not going to be able to catch them, I don't think.
So in a way, it's more about the competition for top four, for the European places that's going to be more interesting.
Top 7.
Maybe, yeah.
And I just feel like Man City are that good, Natalie. Like, they started off the season poorly. What if they start off the season next season firing? Yeah. Win the first 10 games or something. It's like, if it wasn't for Arsenal this season, they would have won the league in April.
Yes, they would have cantered to it quite easy.
So all these teams are probably looking at Haaland and thinking, Haaland will get better next season. Wouldn't surprise me if he breaks his record next season as well.
I know.
But last night, his movement for the Foden goal, honestly, I sat there and I'm like, wow. He knows he can lay it off first touch and make a run, and they're going to find him. And he's done that. One touch to Mahrez, in behind, and the defenders were shocked, like, where's he gone? Yeah, he's running in on goal.
And to think people thought he might be a problem in the
City.
Exactly,
a problem, yeah.
Yeah, it's not been a bad season
Outstanding.
for him. You're talking about strengthening. Well, Manchester United have been linked with a move for PSG and Brazil star Neymar. Ten Hag was asked about that yesterday, and this was his very sharp response.
When we have news, we will tell you.
That's it. I mean, it's quite manager response, isn't it? He's not our player, basically. We can't talk about it, but... Not
a chance.
Because?
So, for me, these managers now, especially manager like Ten Hag, he went to Manchester United, he had a problem. It was Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone knows how good Ronaldo is, but his ego was embarrassing at times. You know, when he got brought off, he was like sulking, throwing his arms up. Why would you go and bring in another big ego into a changing room that you finally sorted out, where everyone knows, like Martial's going to be leaving because he's got problems as well with his ego and coming off and not acknowledging the manager in the last game. I just think, why would you bring that problem into your team? You know, you've got Sancho, you want to get back firing. You've got Rashford, you've got Anthony, that hopefully can have a better season next season. I just don't see it. And financially, you know, he's on silly money at PSG. They're going to want a decent fee, and his wages are going to be something silly as well. What, 500, 600 or whatever they're earning there. I just don't see it happening. I don't think any club in the Premier League would bring that ego to their club.
But it is interesting when you mention the fact that they got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo, who appeared to be a problem in the dressing room, and it feels as though, and look, obviously, hopefully this would be a Ten Hag signing if that was to be the case. But you sort of feel as though he's building something, and that's sort of centering on younger players who he can mould in the way that he wants to mould them, perhaps, rather than a Neymar who's obviously, as we know, is already established.
And I think as well, Natalie, like these managers, look at Thomas Tuchel at PSG. You know, we had Mbappe and Neymar, big egos, and he couldn't get a tune out of them in the Champions League. These managers, they want to be the main man at their clubs. Ten Hag is now.
Yeah.
You know, there's no one bigger than the manager at Manchester United. You bring in Neymar, he's bigger than the manager, and he brings that problem of, oh, you're not starting me. Oh, I'm not tracking back. Oh, I'm not going to press. You know, all these things. It's just a problem that you don't want. So I just don't see that happening. 0%.
All right, okay. What about Harry Kane though? Could he go to United?
I think so, yeah. But the amount that Daniel Levy's going to want with a year left as a club, you're going to want to pay 80, 90 million. I'm not sure.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.